Alright, FTX and crypto markets aside, let me explain something about NFTs. It isn't just some JPEG that you right click and save. Well, you can't, but NFTs, digital collectibles, have another unlock, and that is using your JPEGs as a collateral for a loan. The same way people use their homes or cars as a collateral for loans, you can do the same with these pictures of monkeys online. Let me share that to you. What is up, NFT explorers? Mike Damazo here to help you navigate through the metaverse as your no-shill resource. For this video, we'll look at NFT lending, what NFT lending is, how I borrowed and paid off $500,000 with NFTs, and different NFT lending and borrowing protocols. NFT lending is the ability to use your NFTs as a collateral for a loan. People will take a loan out with their homes or cars and go through a whole process with the bank. With an NFT collateralized loan, it can all be done through different protocols online. It is as simple as minting an NFT. For this video, we'll go over specifics with peer-to-peer or peer protocol when it comes to NFT lending. A lot of the time, newcomers are just getting NFTs and think, cool, they just bought that JPEG and that's it. Do they print it out? They just get the commenter saying, cool, you have a JPEG, and I'm gonna right click and save that. So now I'll be going home crying myself to sleep because you saved my JPEGs without my permission. Or better yet, let's address a recent comment from a viewer in regards to what else can be done with NFTs. In particular, the one they asked was a Clone X with their NFTs. Is it just AR, VR capabilities? Beyond that, in my opinion, a lot of early pre-2021 NFTs, especially ones that are 3D assets, will be interoperable, meaning you can take it from one world to another. But say you're just a collector and you could care less about the metaverse. Well, we have the option with their Clone X as a way to access liquidity without ever having to sell that NFT. A lot of times the exit plan for most people is with NFTs is to sell it at a higher price, and they might not have wanted to depart from their digital collectible. This is where NFT collateralized loans are a different unlock than most. Let's take the example of a sneaker collection. Say a collector wants to sell their Holy Grail J's. In the process, it would be to go on StockX, post it there, go through the process of finding a buyer, and they essentially lost their shoes. Now, with an NFT peer-to-peer loan, you list your NFTs you're looking for loans for. Set the parameters you are looking for. Say it's 10 ETH at 10% for 90 days. Then offers will come from other lenders, making their offers either at the requested price or under, or it could be a range of terms when it comes to the APR and loan duration. The best part about it being peer-to-peer is that it's on your terms that you can choose to accept the loan offers available. NFT lending is the next step to unlock different abilities associated with owning digital collectibles. It gives access to instant liquidity to e-liquid JPEGs. Share a quick bit of my story with NFT lending. It was early last year when I was exploring NBA Top Shot, and I noticed different protocols talking about being able to take a loan out on your NBA Top Shot moments. One of the ones that stood out the most was NFT5. Full disclosure, I am a brand ambassador for them, and this isn't a sponsored video, nor am I being paid by them. The choice to be an ambassador is because of their product they provide to journalists like myself, sophisticated JPEG connoisseurs such as myself. In the beginning, I simply was a traveler to their site, exploring it, looking at different collections in search of liquidity. My original plan was to provide loans for collections of Bored Ape Yacht Club and wait for a borrower to default and be able to claim their NFT at a discounted price. It was several months until I finally decided to use my own NFTs as collateral. One of my earlier collections used was an art piece purchased from Nifty Gateway. Once I paid that, I realized the importance of looking at what the general rates and duration people were willing to make offers for. Another way I found was being active on Discord to post on my loan request in their loans channel. This helped me understand the personable approach in a faceless protocol. From summer 2021 to now, I have borrowed and paid a total of 311 ETH. I do like that you can see accounts, and I feel this helps for lenders out there to see the reliability on paying off loans, especially in instances where an NFT loan falls below the floor price. There are multiple NFT collateral protocols out there. It seems like the main things coming out right now with NFTs are wallets and more marketplaces. So for this purpose, we'll limit NFT lending protocols to 10 and in no particular order. This part of looking at NFT lending protocols isn't meant as a review on each product, but rather a glance at what they have to offer. Leave a comment below of any specific ones mentioned that you would like me to do an in-depth review of. First, we'll start with DropsDAO, NFT loans, financing, and refinancing. Their earliest entry on their medium was February 2021. They showcased that they got their audit done. They also have a token DOP, which stands for Drops Ownership Power. Next, we have JPEG69. Same thing, they got their audits done and also have a token, JPEG. They came into the scene in September 2021 based on their first Medium article post. Aside from the token, they also have an NFT associated with their platform that provides you the ability to stake your JPEG card. Then we have Arcade putting your NFTs at work through DeFi, just like the other ones mentioned. First Medium post was in January this year and no indication of a token. Something to take note also in the NFTs available to lend on, meaning just because you have the capital to provide liquidity, say you want a Bored Ape or CryptoPunk, it doesn't always mean that there is one available for that platform. All right, so back to it is we have BendDAO, which I like their whole layout and setup. They provide a wide array of information such as their Dune analytics, pointing out their audits. BendDAO also has an associated token, which is Bend. Up next is Goblin Sax, originally a lender on NFT. They acquired instant loans app Fluid and is planning to rebrand as Goblin Lend. Currently, not much is known other than NFT loans are settled on NFT. Then we have Joseph DeLong's former CTO of Sushi, Asteria. No update on Asteria yet, it hasn't launched. This one is the one that I'm looking forward to seeing develop. And for the decentralized interest rate protocol of the Metaverse, we have MetaStreet. They have a clean layout as well, and it shows the max price available. And take note that they have a nodes calculator, which is a solid plus. Next, we have RENFT. It is more the ability to rent out your NFT. Say it was the use case for NFT would be gaming, event tickets, virtual lands, temporary collectibles, or subscriptions. This one's main driver is peer-to-peer NFT rentals. I'd say that one that they would have under their umbrella or is connected is Unlock Finance, which I don't believe launched yet. Now, liquidity for your NFTs. Up next is Nifty Apes, which recently launched. They have an interesting set of backers. They're still testing out their product and has had 3 audits done already. Lastly, we have NFT 5, first launch in May 2020. It is one of the more trusted ones out there. So full disclosure, again, I am an ambassador for them and it isn't a sponsored video from them. It's a simple and clear-cut peer-to-peer NFT lending and borrowing platform. I covered them in a previous video, and if you want me to do an updated one, definitely let me know in the comments below. Some of my lessons learned with using NFTs as a collateral is always to have an exit plan. Meaning if you don't want to lose the NFT used as a collateral, be ready to fire sell to pay off that loan. Now, because it is a peer-to-peer lending protocol with NFT Fi or even ones that are peer protocol, you don't have to pay it off. You would just lose that NFT. In my most recent experience, I messed up and was not actively tracking NFTs I plan to sell. Actually, I even forgot to set them for sale, so I had the risk of losing my Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT. In a quick reactive approach, I took the wrapped ETH offers on most of my collections to have those funds available to pay off the loan. Now, I could have easily just let the BAYC NFT go and still have my NFTs, but my decision was made to be accountable in paying off loans, and on NFT Fi, it shows I have a 100% repayment ratio. Was it hard to let go of a lot of my NFTs? For sure. It was definitely hard, but I just have to move on and recalibrate myself with what it is I want to accomplish with collecting NFTs. It is crazy to me to think about that in the last year, I have borrowed and paid off a total of 311 ETH or about $400,000 at this time. Have you tried using NFTs as a collateral? What do you think of NFT lending and borrowing protocols out there? Look, we have been like 10 months into this bear market. As a reminder, please self-custody. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up because it brings back the bull market eventually. Leave your GMs in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for in-depth NFT breakdowns. Watch the next video for other NFT projects, tools, and trends. Stay legendary, and I'll see you in the metaverse.